Mary Sue, the most powerful being in Equestria. Not even the princesses and the main six combined could ever dream to match their power. She is beloved and respected by everyone. Okay, who am I kidding? Hey, howdy everybody, Light Art here, and today I'm looking at Mad Munchkin's friend, roommate, relative. Uh, I I don't know why Maddie's put up with her for so long. Is she paying rent or something? Anyways, Mary Sue is supposed to be the representation of the horrible characters known as Mary Sues, or Gary Stew, depending on what the gender is. But what if Mad Munchkin's friend, Mary Sue, doesn't live up to her own name? Well, I'm going to see if I can figure out if Mary Sue is truly a Mary Sue. Before I begin, please like and subscribe down below, and check out my Patreon and FilmFiction page. Thank you. Now, what is a Mary Sue? Now, I've heard many opinions on this, everybody's made their accusations, but here's what I believe is the basics of Mary Sue's. Mary Sue has been categorized as works of self-representation. They are masters of almost everything, including stuff they shouldn't be skilled in, having godlike powers, and having few to no flaws. Now I'm going to break down each of these facts, explaining what all these are, so that way you could possibly avoid making a Mary Sue character yourself. Now, first there's self-representation, which I believe is a category that should be argued. I believe usually when writers make characters, we tend to base them on ourselves, or the world around us. Many great OCs have been based on the writer. Many great characters have been based on the writer. If you do place your OC into the story, then either one, place that OC as a main character, or two, I think I did A and 2, but who knows, at least try to limit his time in the story. Don't let your OC upstage the main character. Now, concerning the Pink Princess of Pains in the Neck, she is not based on Mad Munchkin. Mad Munchkin is. Mad Munchkin came up with Mary Sue as a gag for a video involving Alicorn OCs, which admittedly I have an Alicorn OC, but hey, what are you gonna do? It just so happened that Mary Sue just became a running gag. And even though Mary Sue is a frequent character, I doubt she rarely upstages Maddie. Anything, she's become known in TF2 as one of the more annoying ones, but even then, it's always been Mad Munchkin's channel. Now, next is skill balance. Now, it's not bad to be good at some things. You know, some people are just good at music, some people are just good at art. Some of us just make good. Some of us are just good at making 20-odd jokes that'll give you a headache. Now, but if they pick up skills without much or any training, it'll start causing problems. I mean, it's always fun to see somebody barely fly a plane and have a glorious crash landing. Now, it's not bad to have natural skills, but try and keep the natural skills at a minimum. Have skills that have required training and education. Think about their history a bit. My OC is a toy maker, so he's pretty good at basic basic craftsmanship and a bit of engineering. Now let them mess up now and then. It's always fun to see a character who's supposed to be good at something make mistakes, and have situations that require somebody else's skills. Now, as for Mary Sue, we don't see many of her skills, besides washing hats and voice announcing. The most impressive thing that we've seen from her was her solving a kid's toy in order to prove Jasper wrong. Congratulations. You beat a toy that, you completed a puzzle that is made for 4-year-olds. Collect your prize. We also see from an April Fool's video that Mary has little to no sense of direction. Now, I know it's supposed to be a rip-off of some sort of Vine, and I'll admit I don't like the language in it, but even then, she has a bad sense of direction. She claims to be able to do anything, but actions speak louder than words. Now, next is powers. How sometimes an overpowered character can work, but without a good no, but without a good character and a good story, or somebody to challenge that strength, the story will usually fall apart. It's hard seeing somebody walk up to challenges and just boom, knock it over, boom, that's done, boom, that's done. Make it challenging. Give them weaknesses. Give them limits of what they can do. You can very well give them weaknesses, certain powers or strategies, like having a person who's able to surround his body with fire being weak to water attacks, or a guy with super strength being, have their enemies utilize long range attacks so they can avoid facing him up face to face. The other thing you can do is just give people to match his power. Having other people with high power levels can always even the playing field. And it's always cool to see the overpowered hero and the overpowered villain just going face to face, toe to toe, while all their friends helpless only watch. It can work, trust me. Now back to Mary. Like her skills, we always hear about Mary's powers, but we rarely ever see them. We've seen her mess up a teleportation spell in TF2 analysis, and her change Mad Munchkin's clothes into pink during a video talking about Barbie or something. Not certain about the context. Yeah, I'm going off of memory a bit here. But besides that, it's all pretty basic. And some of you might be bringing the giant cardboard box. Simple item teleportation spell. And it was a cardboard box that beat Maddie the fire-breathing lion. I'll admit there were funny parts of that episode of TF2 analysis, but frankly, I still don't like it. Now, finally, there's personality. Perfect people who everybody loves. They want to give them chocolates and flowers. I've said this before, and I'll say again. Give them flaws. More than one. Make them relatable. Nobody's perfect. Your characters shouldn't be either. Anything you could give them the persona of trying to be perfect, but, they end up realizing their own flaws. End up realizing hidden secrets or whatever. Take my character, for instance. Some of the traits I give my character is mental handicap, which is based off of my Asperger's syndrome. There's depression, self-doubt. Sometimes he can be a bit too comedic or sarcastic a few times when people pick on him. He's bad at multitasking. If you push him far, if you hurt the people he cares about, he'll be vengeful, etc., etc., etc. Just some flaws breed new other flaws, but you can always work with stuff. I know I'm saying give them restrictions. You may think that I'm chaining them back, but but the truth is it's giving them hurdles in the race. Think of it this way. The harder the climb, the greater the heights. Think about that. And now, once more, Mary Sue. The annoying, bratty, self-obsessed, self-righteous, spoiled, hypocritical, and alicorn. Need I say more? Now, in wrapping up, I'll focus on Mary Sue. She has little to no backstory. No, no, Mary tried coming up with stuff. I'm not certain if I believe it. If she is related to the princesses, or if she was a princess, they probably just left her with Meg because they weren't. No, they were sick and tired of her. I hold high doubts if her Alcorn state is legitimate. If she has found some way to be a not real Alcorn, because they've hinted at that in the comic books, or even if her hair is real. Yes, I seriously think that not Mad Munchkins, Mary Sue's hair is either hair dye or a wig, or possibly both. Yeah, and I like to say right now, Mad Munchkin gave me permission to make fun of Mary Sue, so I have no regret. But why did I talk about this? One is to teach others about what Mary Sue's are and to help others from making bad mistakes in character writing. Two, no, it's just to teach them. No, it's just to show y'all what Mary Sue is. Other people's opinions about. And three, most importantly, I wanted to troll Mary Sue. It's no doubt going to be one of my flaws, but Mad Munchkin gave me permission, and I believe Mary Sue is the perfect person to make fun of because she's not based off of an actual person, and it's a big target. It's no, no. I plan on making fun of Mary Sue in the future a lot. However, I do want to point out one thing. Sometimes a Mary Sue can be a good character. I'm not joking. There are characters who've been described as overpowered like Discord or Superman, and yet there are some pretty great characters. Admittedly, they have character developments, but no, they've had character development, but even then, there are many quote unquote overpowered characters that are great and awesome, no, that make great and awesome stories. You could, no, you can even use a Mary Sue as a gag character, basically making fun of the stereotype. And as much as I want to make fun of Mary Sue, I have to admit she's a funny character. There's a reason why everybody enjoyed her is the fact that she's annoying. Don't be afraid to experiment with Mary Sue's. Don't be afraid to experiment with stereotypes in writing. I mean, you take the main six. You got the country girl. You got the shy girl. You got the diva. You got the party girl, whatever you call that. You got the nerd, and you got the jock. I mean, sometimes playing with the stereotypes can work. So, no, as long as you make the story interesting. As Mad Munchkin says, be creative. Now, I'm going to admit, I haven't seen all of Mad Munchkin's videos, so odds are I've missed a few things. Comment your facts, opinions down below, like and subscribe, and check out my Patreon and fanfiction page. And I'll see y'all next time.